Here's why making a distinction between anger and frustration is so critically important. If you think about the way the brain is organized, anger lives in the most primitive part of the brain, where my fleshy part of my hand is at the bottom here. Whoops, at the bottom there. Now that's all reptile stuff. That's all reactive stuff. So anger, evolutionarily speaking, biologically speaking, is designed to help us act quickly to put down a threat. We've flipped our lid and now we're acting just from that reptile brain. If I allow anger when it first shows up to dictate my actions are limited. I am going to look for ways to terminate the threats. So whether that's physically or verbally, I'm going to look for ways to take down the thing that I perceive to be threatening me. If I introduce just a little bit of a pause and I ask myself, am I being physically threatened? Now all of a sudden I've engaged my cortex, the fingers, the more advanced part of my brain, and I'm evaluating between the cortex and the mid part of my brain, the emotional center of my brain. Is it true that I'm being threatened? Is it true that my survival is at stake? Just asking that question shifts me from reptile reactivity to more cortex, prefrontal cortex reflection and analysis. Now, once I've shifted into reflection and analysis, nope, this isn't anger, this is frustration. Now I can get clear about what am I frustrated about? What is the goal that I'm being prevented from achieving? And now I've got access to my higher order thinking to analyze what is keeping me from my goal, what obstacles are there. Do I even want to achieve this goal? Is this goal more important to me than, say, the relationship right now? If I want to achieve that goal and maintain a relationship, how can I problem solve to achieve both? See, from this point of view, where my brain is integrated, I have access to many, many, many more tools to achieve my primary goal without sacrificing other things that are important from me. If I'm just reacting, if I accept anger at its face when it first shows up, I'm all in reptile mode. I'm in fight, flight, or freeze mode. And anger is telling me to put down the threat. So this is why it's important to make that distinction between, is this anger or is it frustration? And if it's frustration, to clearly articulate for myself that this is frustration, so that I slow down my reactivity, so that I get access to the higher learning of my cortex. So I have more tools available to problem solve and try to obtain the goal that I really want to obtain. Much love.